Hello everyone, I would like to show you my discovery about in Unreal 5.6 Runtime Virtual Texture. I've been working on this and I was having a problem. It was the same setup and it was working in 4.28 or 27, Unreal 4, but somehow I was stumbled a problem with this and been trying to solve it, and I think I fixed the problem and I discovered something that I think it will be useful for you. So after the saving I would like to show you my discovery. The Nanite cannot write on Runtime Virtual Textures. This is strange. I didn't know that. It was something I need to dig deep on the forums. So first I would like to show you that thing. So I have these two planes, exactly the same, just the difference is this is the SM plane and this is SM plane 1. SM plane is Nanite enabled and this one is disabled. I wish I didn't show you which one is which, but look at the results. I have the almost identical look thanks to my recent material system LayerCraft, which enables to there is some specular differences, but all the displacement and all the tessellation is working. So this is tessellated Nanite, this is Unreal 5 technology, and this is the old school. This will be working on Unreal 4 and no displacement, no tessellation, nothing. So how I achieve this? So this is just, you can see I'm using ORM DP or RM displacement texture, which is stored here, and this is just writing. This is enable tessellation, and I'm just, this is classic displacement, the contrast. Yeah, you can see that. And over here, this is just a plane, and its material is using the fake displacement, which is obvious some people. This is the parallax occlusion, which is working pretty good in the LayerCraft. I've been trying to fix for it. They are really looked at in the base core looking like the same, just different methods between them. So this is the first thing, because why I try to replicate and do a non-Nanite version of it, because my recent discovery is Nanite meshes cannot write on the RVT. They can read from RVT, but they cannot write on the RVT. I don't know why. It's some deep technical part of it. But so I would like to show you this one. These two meshes are Quixel Megascans recent releases, brick ones. You can see that I have the RVT volumes covering. It was a whole big one. So there, this one is writing to the RVT draw. If I can see, yeah, this is just a small section, but it's writing on the RVT, but this one does not. No, this is trying to write, but it cannot. I can just disable and it won't be affecting anything. This cannot write to the RVT due to its Nanite enabled. As you can see, there is this obvious thing. So what we are looking to it. So this is the LayerCraft, my material system, I can just show you this part of it. Now this material is based on the Quixel's textures, and in the end I'm switching on blend RVT, and this is my RVT mask, just height information, and you know, just basic. You can see all the tutorials about this easily. This is the masking from on the world position, and this is the sampling of the RVT material texture, and also using height. You know, this you can see this also. You know, this is projecting without disabling the stretching and anything. I don't want to go deep it, but this is the layer RVT, and I'm just mixing my base material to the RVT section. So we are trying to blend the RVT, but the RVT is only exists in this plane area. The rest of the volume, even though there is RVT is trying to read from the other areas, it's only this texture. And yeah, you can see it's updating. Yeah, so it's clear, huh? This is just reading from the plane, and I can set the amount higher or lower, you know, contrast. Yeah, yeah, you can see that. So the next thing is, I don't know which version, but my recent discovery is that you don't need to transform the normal vector anymore. You know, we were doing like this when we are writing to the RVT because our material is in tangent space in the normal, so we have to transform the vector. But somehow, I don't know how, since when, the RVT doesn't need this transform vector, and if I do it, it's broken. Actually, I was having this problem trying to fix it. I hope yeah. So this is the problem, this is the thing. No, in the backside is okay. No, this I have stumbled upon this problem before when I was trying to fix the world projection triplanar in one sample, but I have this weird shadowing issue, and just tried this and it's working. So I don't know how, why. So this is it. This is my discovery, and for the next part of the video I would like to show you this. It's something about LayerCraft, because I'm using material layers here. This material, so we don't have RVT in the material section. We are getting the information from the blending layer blend. So I have RVT layer, and as the layer sample, layer attribute, I'm receiving from the Runtime Virtual Texture data as the material, and the height. This is height is only for the projection. You know, because without projection, you'll see it will be stretching all the way. Yeah. Now it's working on the top faces. It's okay. You can see, you know, it's almost identical. But when I try to move it, and after the height, it will be switching to the original layer, and I have the stretching problem. This projection is fixing that problem. But here again, you know, this nanite mesh cannot write on the RVT, so it's black. No, this is I prefer this. I don't know what's the issue with the black one, but the difference is, you know, this is only one layer of the original texture from the Quixel, and upon the layer we are blending RVT in the material section. But in here we have again the background, you know, they are the identical as the layers side, same texture, same background layer. But in here I'm disabling the RVT layer, and this one has the using the RVT layer without RVT blend in the material. You know, I need to create this no RVT version of it because I encounter some problems. The problem is when you try to write RVT, it somehow doesn't like to read RVT when we are sampling on the layer. It's okay on the material, but when I switch to LayerCraft in here, you know, this is also outputting Runtime Virtual Texture. Even though the mesh doesn't draw on the virtual texture, it's giving me error. Let's see what it says. Virtual texture samples are not allowed during the Runtime Virtual Texture output. So I don't know how to disable this. I would like to have a switch and to write output or not. There is no option for it, unfortunately. I cannot just switch and disable it. I thought this will be like when there is no input on here. I thought this output will be not be used and not complicated, but it's for now. This is my solution. This is no RVT, and come on. Oh, it's broken again. Come on. Or maybe the blend. I guess, yeah. Come on. Yeah. Okay. So I need some height information. As you can see, the plane, which is not nanite, also having all this cool looking displacement, old school, can write to RVT, and this mesh can read from the RVT, but only in the layer, but only if the material does not write to RVT. If you are sampling virtual textures in the layers, you cannot, yeah, you get the error. I guess this is the thing to say. But you know why I will try to prefer this over this, because you know I have all my master blender and all this blending setup here, because you know when we have low contrast and make it higher in the gradient, you know, we can just debug this. This is the mask, and we are using detail mask. We can use this. So I was just about to put displacement, but for now I can show you, I don't know, yeah, from bottom layer we can use the bottom layers displacements, I guess. So as you can see, this range is the top of the gradient and the lower part of the gradient. This section is generated from RVT. This contrast is making this area longer. I'm controlling through this RVT mask, even the very small contrast. And if we blend our detail mask, which is really cool feature of the LayerCraft, you definitely should check out. We can blend some masks. You know, this is attribute, but I didn't dish to do that much. Let's see occlusion mask. Now we are reading from, we are reading from the bottom layer. So this is the occlusion from this layer, the original one. And if we invert it, let's see. It's better to work with the mask debug mode. As you can see, it is hard to see. You can have detail contrast, which will work. Yeah, you can see that. There are some stretchings. I guess it's due to the mesh Nanite displacement, but yeah, you can see this details based on the mesh. Now we can just use a noise to visualize better. Let's see. Yeah, this is let's debug the mask. You know, all these white areas, you can tile this and maybe lower the amount for more contrasts. Yeah, this will be obvious now. Yeah, you can see the RVT layer is popping out on the noise. So without further ado, I don't want to make this long video, but I can blend all my layer blending logic through the layers, but only if material does not writing to the RVT, which I wish I don't have to do, like two material version. One is writing without RVT and one is writing to the RVT. I mean, but this is my solution for now. Beware, this non-RVT areas will try to do something and it will be black for some reason. And here it's working perfectly. Like, this is old school. This is experimental. And you know why experimental is not recommended. But this is working quite nice. If we just blend it more, climb, yeah, you can see. You cannot see almost no border, where the mesh starts, where yeah, this is really good quality, I guess. I'm really proud of it. I just have this problem, just solve it, and finally got the resolution, and I just want to share my solution. This is me trying to master the I just discovered this. I have this problem also, but somehow there is this height difference. It's still reading. I mean, why? How can you read? I mean, I definitely need to work on it. It's not finished yet, but definitely a good step for now. So thanks again. Check out the LayerCraft and see how I make this mesh. This is Quixel Megascans Industrial Brick Ruin Window Mesh. They just last week or 2 weeks ago they posted it. This is the basic texture of it, and here are the LayerCraft versions. I add a lot of layers, different colors and different things, also the snow and dirt and mortar and paint, which is this is really something magical. And here, let me quickly show this. So this was the original mesh. As you can see, one layer here, second layer moss, third layer the dirt. I write it, so plaster, moss, dirt, decal, and snow, and all the other things. This normal from height generation, it have to be like lower resolution, like half of the resolution of the mask, due to the normal from height generation. It's nature, but really helping to break up the. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. This is my first video. I hope to make some better first impression on the YouTube, but I cannot stay and just look at this. This is Nanite and this is fake displacement. Almost identical, huh? So thank you so much, and I hope you will hear me more often. The LayerCraft is something, yeah, you will see. Thank you.